and it's one that was requested for curls. I do have different video. I'm gonna have a different video for curls and a different video for waves. So this is just my curls, and I'm gonna do it with my handy dandy straightener. This is a cheese straightener that I showed on my favorite videos, which, by on the other hand, you should check out. It's a really cool video. Um, it's it's just a really good straightener. I have had several ones, and nothing can do it, or nothing can straighten my hair like Chi can. Actually, I have really wavy. I have like a really wavy, puffy hair, and it's just I've had it in my hair since I was 16 years old, and then from there I've always been doing my hair off and on every at least once a year. So I know that has something to do with the puffiness, but I had always had puffy hair because my hair was always wavy. So this is a good way to do curls with a straightener for wavy hair. Okay, I let my hair air dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and divide it in two because that is easier for me. If I don't really like dividing it on the top and then dividing it on the bottom, and I'm just holding it with a rubber band. Okay, so then you start back here, get all your hair from back here, and I do this because if I separate them top to bottom, like separate the top off of the bottom, for some reason I miss parts, and I have straight parts and poofy parts, and I have like curlies, and I don't miss anything with this method. So I go ahead and I get the part from back here, and you just sort of part spots. The bigger the piece of hair, the bigger the piece of hair that you get to curl, the bigger the curl is going to be. The smaller the hair, the smaller the curl is going to be. The longer you take on the curl, like going like this, then the tighter the curl is going to be. So it's going to be smaller also. So you just have to like sort of these are going to be like medium size curls. So I'm going to start back here, and I straighten a little bit at the root, and then I start curling. My grandma's watching me. And then I just go straight down, and I sort of open and close, and then I turn again towards me, and then again open and close. And this is already curling my hair. What it's doing though, what I'm doing is that I'm wrapping it around because you let the curl sort of cool while you're curling still, and that helps it stay in your hair longer. So it helps it set instead of you just making the curl and letting go of it, and it doesn't stay as long. Well, at least not in my hair. So you just open and close, and keep on sliding it down until you hear flakes. This is how I do it. And I'm done with mine. So then afterwards, you just let it cool a little bit there. If you feel like there's still hair in the plate, then there. See? Hear that? Okay, then just leave it in the thing a little while. And once it's cool enough for you to grab it off, and leave it, sort of bunch it up in your hands, and leave it like that. That'll help your curls stay in longer. So then, since the last hair, I'm trying to separate it enough so you can see the difference. So in the last hair, we went this way, we're gonna go out in the next one. You alternate the sides so that way your curls won't stick all together. And again, I straighten, I guess like this much thick. So I just lay the straightener there, and I straighten, and then I go a little bit down, and I start curling. So, and my hair is really long, so this helps with long hair. And I sort of brush it out at the same time. And if you think your hair is too poofy, what I do sometimes when my hair gets really crazy puffy is I run the straightener through it just a little bit, and I'll show you right now. Open and close, and keep on sliding down. Open and close, and once you see it go a little bit further from your head, then you turn again, and you open and close again. And then I just let it cool enough, And I set it here. Sometimes my hair feels a little bit too poofy, and what I go ahead and do is, like, this part is real crazy, so I'm gonna run it through just like that. And it doesn't make a lot of difference, but see how it's not as poofy as it used to be? It was really ugly. So yeah, it just makes a difference. And see how these are already cold enough? I'm gonna throw them back behind my head because that way they don't get in the way anymore. So I just keep on separating them. And since the last time it was out, this time it's gonna be in, or the opposite, in or out. Whatever you did last time, don't do it. Do the opposite. And I'm sort of leaving the thing there, straightening it a little bit down, and go. And the back curls, I usually do them from the very top. The front ones I don't. I do them from my chin down because that way I won't look like Shirley Temple. And you just repeat. Don't brush it out with your fingers just yet because it will mess up your curls and it will make them last less time. When you get to the front, make sure you start a little bit lower. If I'm used to my curls being this length, starting here and then going down, then I'm going to start my curling right here. So that way the curl can start right here and start going down. That is one. Another thing, if you want your hair to be straight from here, you can go and straighten it a couple of times, let it cool, straighten it. Like, for example, this part, I'm used for it just being straight up until right here, and then I can curl it. That's just the way I've always done my curls. So I go ahead and I grab a piece. I grab a piece of hair, and then I like to straighten that part up to there, and then I let it cool, or relatively cool. Once I can touch it again that it's not too hot, I can go again, and that ensures that it stays smooth. I started like a little bit above where I want my curl to start. That is because your curl doesn't really start to curl up until like half an inch after or an inch after, depending on how thick your straightener is. Now that I'm halfway, see the curls? I'm not going to brush them through just yet. I'm going to let them set a little bit longer, and I'm going to start on my other side. Now that you're done with your curls, make sure you don't have any strays. And since you don't, all you do is you brush your hands through your hair like this. That's going to help your curls separate and it won't let them look too puffy. Okay, so that's it for your curls. Now you've brushed them through, they look a little bit more separate and looks like more hair. If you want more volume, you can volumize the top of it, but I usually just leave it like that unless I'm going to go out to a party or something. And that's pretty much it. I leave my hair straightened on the top and the bottom is all curly. Okay, so have a great day and thank you, Juanita, for your request for the curls and hope you enjoyed doing them on yourself. Bye, guys.